that command station there and log in. Yeah, so it plays like an FPS, and in this command station, press E to get in there. And this will probably remote. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Presumably between this very different to actually being a first-person shooter. How do you communicate within the team?
So you would usually use voice commands. There's also as in voice chat over the microphone. You can also use voice commands via a menu system. Yeah, there's definitely, you have to team coordinate. That's what the game is all about. Obviously, a game like this where people are coming in and out is very messy, and you don't see a whole lot of that team play. Here's an Onos coming into your base right now, so he's doing some damage. So some of the things you can do that are more directly related to your team, you can see. You've just dropped that structure, and notice how it doesn't auto-build like the alien structures. Your Marines will actually have to build it for you, so they'll have to run up to that and hold E and use their builder tool on it. But some of the things you can do if you go into the assist menu, drop med packs for your teammates on the ground to keep them healed up, and also ammunition as well. And you can also drop weapons for them. They can buy those weapons for themselves. So it's a very different experience. Directly influencing what's going on rather than just sitting back. And it looks like this alien team is actually doing a lot of damage to you guys right now. Luckily you do have another base you can fall back to if necessary. But yeah, these guys are in trouble because those Oni are very, very powerful aliens. They are right outside, so you're in that command station right now and they are right outside your door. So if you were to log out, you can actually shoot at them as well. So that nano shield, that'll protect Wombat from that Onos, although it looks like he's dead. So if you give the nano shield to say Gift, there we go, the Mendasp, he's gone. So those nano shields will help keep them alive, but they're in real trouble. But you can keep doing that because this game's been going on for a long time. There's a lot of resources being collected. Yeah, so if you get out of the command station, you might actually try to be a hero and build that. So you can do that by logging out on the top right. And then construct your sieve, you're actually getting an auto order there. Yeah, so welcome to NS2, mate. Welcome to the combination of real time. You didn't play the first one?
No.
No worries. It's been 10 years coming, so 10 years, 5 months now, I think.
10 years, 5 months.
10 years through 4 months since the original, yeah. Since the original was launched.
When did you start working on this one?
About 5 or 6 years ago. It
So what must it have looked like 5 or 6 years ago? Because I mean that looks very much like a modern game. Whereas obviously you started making it 5 or 6 years ago, it's going to look like a game that was 5 or 6 years old. So is there a point where you're making it and you're like, shit, this doesn't look good enough, and then you have to sort of start again with all the texture packs and the lighting and everything?
Well, not so much the textures, but I mean, 5 or 6 years ago there were only 2 guys working on it. To be honest, and so it wasn't really at the point where they were worried about graphics. Then the team grew to 4 after about 3 years, and now it's at 8. And now so those graphical things are starting to happen. Things like ambient occlusion, which is not in the game yet. Things like motion blur, all that which isn't in the game yet. All of that's coming now. But yeah, graphics have never been a huge focus for us. It's just kind of we're
it looks good considering.
Well, that's fantastic. I mean, it is our own engine as well. It's called Spark.
Yeah.
It's a brand new engine. It's built for extreme modability and fast iteration for small development teams. And so we're proud that it looks good. We're happy that people think it looks good. It's definitely not finished, so the graphics you see here will hopefully be a lot better on the release once those ambient occlusion things and motion blur is added and all of that. So yeah, it's been a long time coming, and development has basically been exponential. You know, from having 2 guys to now having 8. It just keeps going up, and our community keeps growing and adding more and more stuff. So yeah.